What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Longbow as part of my Does It Suck series. The Longbow is a very unique weapon. It's obviously an allusion to Minecraft, and can be found from creepers in the Minecraft Easter egg located within the Caustic Caverns map. Now, this weapon has some of the styling of an E-Tech sniper, but it does not share their other characteristics. Obviously, it has that E-Tech barrel and floating little wings that come off the weapon as you shoot it. However, it does not consume 2 ammo per shot, nor have bouncing bullets, nor a reduced critical hit modifier. Now, this weapon is going to compare very favorably to another fire sniper here. We can see that when looking at the base damage between the Sniper, which is going to have the highest base damage of any other elemental non-unique sniper in the game, we can see that the Longbow has over 50% more base damage, and the fire rate is a little bit improved, and the rest of the stats are basically the same. Now, beyond that, though, the Longbow is going to compare relatively favorably damage-wise to a Muck with the base damage accessory, and the Muck is going to be the highest base damage non-unique sniper in the game. And we can see that the Longbow is fairly close in damage to the Muck. However, the Longbow is obviously always going to be fire element and will get the elemental boost versus flesh enemies. It will also be able to be boosted by the Bone of the Ancients relic, taking its effective base damage to extreme amounts against flesh enemies. Now, I am using a legendary sniper class mod and an antagonist along with a Longbow slag transfusion grenade here, and we can see that I am spec'd a little bit into velocity, and this will increase the bullet speed of the Longbow significantly. I put 2 points in it, and then I got an extra 5 points from my class mod as well. Now, the Longbow ordinarily shoots relatively slow-moving projectiles. This weapon cannot spawn with a scope, and because of that, cannot get the base damage accessory. And we do have to go with the Venture prefix, or the bipod accessory, that does add critical hit damage. Now, because it doesn't have a scope and the slower-moving projectiles, this weapon does have a learning curve, and it can be difficult to hit critical hits with against enemies. However, when you do hit critical hits against flesh enemies, you're going to do extreme amounts of damage to them. So we're going to get started here and see how we do. Always good to get a nice damage over time enemy to start, and because of that, we'll have to give that guy a little bit of special attention. But as you can see, when I hit the critical hit damage, or the critical hit against that Bone Crusher there, the damage was enough to kill him in one shot. And against flesh enemies, ordinarily when you do get critical hits against them and they are slagged, you will be doing a lot of damage to them. Usually enough to kill them in one hit. One strategy you can employ is to execute those enemies, and it will make them bend over and kind of bow their head a little bit, which will give them a little bit easier critical hit damage, targets than you would otherwise have. So trying to get slag here on this guy, and then we'll go ahead and kill him. Looks like he is hiding from us somewhere, but we've killed him now. So hopefully we don't get too many more damage over time enemies, but if we do, we'll prioritize them and try to kill them. Blow up some of the barrels and propane tanks in this room, because obviously they are very dangerous, and we don't want to die to those. Cool. And so, like I said, when you hit critical hits against these flesh enemies, you're going to be doing a huge amount of damage. Alright. Cool. Neat. So we're killing these guys pretty easily right now. Not running into too many troubles so far. Obviously we had that 1 damage over time enemy, but we killed him, so that was good stuff. Cool, so we dealt with that lunatic bomber. I don't think he dropped a second grenade, so we lucked out there. We're going to need to get slag on this guy, and then get ready to kill him as well. Nice. So we're doing pretty well right now. Well, I finally hit the critical hit on that guy, and he did go ahead and explode. Alright, so these big badass marauders, or lunatics, are often pretty hard to hit critical hits on, but if we do get the critical hit on him before he gets here, we'll kill him. So that worked out. Those guys have a higher elevation critical hit than most enemies, and because of that, it can make them a little bit more difficult to hit the critical hit on. Also, they run pretty quickly, and are fairly offensively dangerous, in addition to having a significant amount of health. So those big badass lunatics can be rather difficult to deal with, but we're able to deal with that guy pretty easily there. So it looks like we do have one Marauder in here and one Lunatic. So I'm going to throw my decoy back here, get Slag and Kunai here on this Marauder, and kill him. And then we'll go ahead and kill the little Lunatic that he had spawned with as well. So we're doing pretty well right now. Just going to open this right quick, see if we get anything useful out of it. Didn't, but not a big deal because we still have 10 grenades and plenty of sniper ammo. Going to go ahead and blow up some of the barrels and propane tanks in here because obviously those are pretty dangerous. Did not see that Lunatic coming at me though with that bomb, so hopefully I can get some transfusion trails coming towards me as well. Excellent. This Nomad has a shield, so I strafe a little bit to the left of him, or his right, the side without the shield, and it makes it a little bit easier to hit those shielded Nomads. Another strategy you can employ against some of these enemies is to execute them, using the skill execute obviously, and that will make them bend over and bow their head a little bit, and it will make them a little bit easier to get a critical hit on. But again, with a Nomad with a shield, I strafe to his right or the left of him and hit him in the head. It's also possible to hit them in the head from directly behind them, but I find it a little bit easier just to do it from the left of them. So we got another Lunatic bomber coming here, and we're just going to kill him, then back away from his grenade, which is obviously more powerful than your average grenade. So we got this guy here. We'll go ahead and get a critical hit on him. He's got a pretty powerful shotgun. Wanted to deal with him there. Now it looks like one of the Nomads has sent these guys on a charge at me, which would have made them a little bit easier to get critical hits on, but I wasted their charge by using my decoy and then confusing them a little bit, so oops. However, we're still able to kill them all pretty easily. Here's what I'm talking about with the executing an enemy and making them bow their head a little bit, and that will make them a little bit easier to get a critical hit on. It's a strategy that some Zero players employ, including my friend Nopo, who is a big Longbow fan. And he's pretty accurate with the Longbow. I don't have as much practice with it as he does, but... oh wow, there's a dude standing right here. We'll kill him. But, you know, that's a strategy that will make them pretty easy to get critical hits on most of the time. So again, we'll try it here. And it actually just kind of locked that guy in the fallback pose because he was kind of sitting here while I did that, and a lot of times that will leave them kind of floating in the air, which will make them especially easy to get a critical hit on. So we're doing pretty well right now, working through these enemies without too many issues, and we'll go ahead and kill a few enemies in the next room as well, because the Longbow is pretty fun to use, and obviously it's very satisfying when you do get those critical hits with this weapon. Pop these chests. Obviously I'm not low on ammo or grenades, but it'll be nice to have the additional 24 sniper shots and 1 grenade that we found there. Go ahead and get slag on these guys here. Might not have got slag on this little guy, but oops, see, that was a time where I should have done the execute thing at him. That was my bad. Do want to watch out. We're getting a lot of bullets flying at me now. Luckily the antagonist is protecting me. So, got one of these big guys here that I said can be extremely difficult to get the critical hits on, but I was able to take him out, and so that worked out pretty well. It looks like a Nomad has signaled at least some enemies or Marauders to charge at me there, so that was nice, and it made them a little bit easier to kill, or at least that one a little bit easier to kill. Now we got some backpedaling enemies in here, and we'll go ahead and take them out as well. So one's above us on that platform up top, and one is going to be right here. Knock him down like that, and hit the critical hit. So like I said, that execute into critical hit strategy is pretty solid, and a lot of times it will work out very well for you. We'll see if we're able to hit this guy who's hiding up here. Ah, I thought I had him for a second. Aiming too high. Well, his backpedal mechanics are strong. So we're going to go up there and kill him, and then we'll go over some closing remarks here, because I think this has been a pretty good demonstration of what the Longbow can do. Yeah, some more enemies have spawned now. We do need to be very careful not to kill all of these enemies, though, or at least when we do get ready to kill the last two, that we make sure we're in a spot where we will be able to deal with Mad Mike, if we're going to do that. But So far, I think it's easy to see that the longbow definitely does not suck. It's obviously got that learning curve that a lot of snipers wouldn't have and stuff. But when you do hit critical hits with this weapon, if I'm able to actually hit a critical hit with it, you'll notice that it does do a massive amount of damage to enemies and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Again, make him bend over and then hit that critical hit. Executes pretty solid like that. Cool. So we're doing pretty well right now, killing these enemies. Well, I went into deception there and took a lot of damage, but did okay. Oh, that's why I was taking so much damage. That guy was right behind me. Alright, so in review, the longbow is a very powerful weapon. Like I said, it does have a learning curve, but when you hit critical hits like I was there, it's going to be doing a lot of damage. Like I said, I was trying to strafe to the left of that guy there, but there wasn't much room because of that little texture there, and because of that I had to go to the right, and it's still possible to hit a critical hit on him if you go to the right. So it looks like Mad Mike might have just spawned, so I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick review of this here because, or quick closing remarks, just because Mad Mike may eat my lunch. But the longbow, like I said, has a very high base damage, and it's going to do a lot of damage to flesh enemies. This weapon obviously doesn't suck. It's obviously got some gimmicks to it by not having a scope and having the slower moving projectiles. Has that learning curve because of that. But when you do hit critical hits with this weapon, it is extremely powerful. So as always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. Otherwise, I do thank you very much for watching and hope to catch you next time. We're going to go ahead and try to kill Mad Mike, though. Oh, he hasn't spawned yet. Haha. So, I'm going to leave this ultimate badass nomad and then go ahead and progress towards this other little guy over here because I don't want to be at a spot where it's going to be hard to find and kill Mad Mike. Or where Mad Mike will have a large distance between me and him. Alright, so this will cause Mad Mike to spawn. I think. No? Alright, no Mad Mike. So, we're going to get slag on this dude. And then we're going to try to get a critical hit on him. Damn it. Well, maybe we'll just wait for him to get up here and then take him out. Are there some boxes here? I need some grenades. Sweet, got grenades. Alright. Alright, so this will cause Mad Mike to spawn. And we need to be very careful about this guy because he's going to have a stupidly asinine rocket launcher in most cases, and it will make him very, very difficult to kill. Haha, but he's dead. So, good stuff. I was really worried about that guy, and we killed him. Alright, so we got a damage over time guy here, and we'll take him out, and at this point, we can go ahead and end the video, being confident that we killed the hardest part of this map. So, good stuff. Really do hate Mad Mike. He always spawns with dumbass rocket launcher that can often apply a damage over time, and he's just a general dick to deal with, but we've killed him, so good stuff. I do really enjoy using the longbow, so I'm going to kill just a few more enemies with it. Haha. Kill that damage over time guy. God, the longbow's fucking fun to use, dude. I recommend using the longbow just for kicks and giggles. Alright, kill this guy here and this guy here, and then I guess we can go ahead and end the video. Again, getting to the left side of a nomad here will make him a little bit easier to hit a critical hit with if he has a shield. Damn it, you lunatic. Haha, so we killed him. Did have to run away a little bit to create some distance, but oh well. Obviously, ironclad lunatics are weak to fire in their dome piece, so you'll be able to take them out with the longbow as well. I said I was going to end this video like 5 minutes ago or something now. I'm still moving forward. The longbow's fun to use, man. Can you blame me? Probably not. God, just enjoyable. Very fun to use. Alright, we'll see what's in here, and we'll kill them as well. Why not? We've come this far. Got plenty of sniper ammo and grenades, so we might as well move forward. Alright, we'll see if there are any more melee enemies in here. There are. And there's also a guy with a rather high magazine torque weapon, so we need to take him out before we deal with that ironclad, because the ironclad's obviously a little bit easier to avoid. We'll scoot back a little though. Get slag on him. Get slag on him. And then we'll kill him. Cool. Now we still have our deception for this next marauder that we're going to kill, but we may not need it if he's just going to stand right there. Haha. Now we still have our deception for this next marauder. Use the little execute trick on him to make him bend over. And then we'll hit that critical hit that he has. Excellent. Cool. So, kind of an extended Does It Suck episode now. We got a damage over time enemy over there, so that's obviously something we'll need to watch out for. Shoot that guy in the foot just to kill him, because screw him and his shield. I missed my deception shot on him, so that was kind of dumb. Oh my god, that guy has good accuracy with his corrosive damage over time weapon, so we will need to give him some special attention. Don't want to catch that corrosive damage over time. I don't know where he went. Good, so we killed him. Running into some trouble now with the rest of the enemies in here though. Oops. Ran into some trouble there. Got a little bit aggressive after I killed that corrosive damage over time enemy. But that's okay, because we made it out of that situation. And now we're killing the ironclad. Getting to the left of this nomad here. Popping him dead. Now we've just got this guy, and we're going to kill him. Sweet. So, I haven't really used the longbow too much for mobbing, you know, but it is a fun weapon to use, so I'm enjoying it here. Like I said, I ran into a little trouble playing a little too aggressively there. I didn't know how many enemies there were really going to be in this situation, but ended up alright. Got out of that situation, and we killed all the enemies now. So that worked out very well. Oh, there's one badass enemy up here in this room, right? I'm going to kill it because, you know, it needs to die. Alright, so it's a nomad. Looks like he has a torque gun, so we need to get to the left of him and pop that critical hit on him. And he's dead. So, good stuff. Obviously, you can use this here to go into that room and open that chest. I'm not going to do that, though. We're just going to move forward. Open this chest here, see if we get a grenade. No grenade. We'll open this one, see if we get a grenade. No grenade. See, that's why I recommend getting down to 4 grenades before you open chest, because it will make chests more likely to give you a grenade. And then you're most likely going to get, you know, 2 or 4 grenades by opening multiple chests and stuff like that. So, by expelling a grenade, you actually stand a chance to gain grenades. It's kind of a weird, counterintuitive scenario, but oftentimes it works out in your favor. So, going to kill these guys here. A slag guy, that would be really annoying if we were playing Melee Zero, but we're not, so that's pretty good. Killed him. Look at that. Longbow's kicking ass. Had a lot of fun playing with the longbow through Bloodshot Stronghold in this particular run, and that was fun. Alright, so just a couple more enemies in here, and then we'll be done with this rather lengthy Does It Suck episode. But the weapon was so fun that I wanted to use it for an extended period of time, so, God damn, it's fun. I don't know if I hit him. I don't think I hit him. Oh my god, that was a good long-range shot to end the video with. Excellent. So, in conclusion, The longbow definitely does not suck. It is a very fun weapon to use. I enjoy it quite a bit. I had a lot of fun using it here just for kicks and giggles. I can see why my friend Nopeniz likes this weapon quite a bit, and, you know, it's a strong weapon as well, so definitely doesn't suck. It's got some unique quirks about it, but a great weapon to use. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. And if you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. Otherwise, I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.